Hi again. In this video I want to go through weeks 1 and 2 because that'll give you a better idea of the pattern, weekly pattern we go through and the different types of assignments. Okay, so all the assignments or the course information is in content, and we just picked up with the pages or files. The pages you're going to buy or print or files you're going to use. I will just mention resources here real quick. So there are a bunch of different PCC resources. You can get free Microsoft Office as a student using your PCC email. We are going to be using spreadsheets, so you can either use Google Sheets or you can get Excel this way. Also, I'll mention this in the assignments. It's really important to get all the pages in one file if you're writing them. So here's a video that helps you with that, okay? You can use your phone as a scanner. There's a bunch of free scanning apps you can use. And other great resources, counseling, screenshots. Often if you have a question, it's really helpful if you're emailing me, it's really helpful if you send me a screenshot of what you're seeing, and that way I can help you better. So there's some help with that. Counseling, all kinds of things that PCC offers. Okay, great. So now let's go into week 1. So generally you're going to work your way down this checklist on the left side, and then in each thing is a checklist on the inside. Okay, so I usually have some kind of image or cartoon here. It talks about the content we'll be doing that week. So we're going to look at logic and Venn diagrams in the first week. The first thing will always be the introduction and outcomes, okay? So it tells you what we're going to study, what the learning outcomes are, what you'll be learning, and then what the activities are. And these line up with those things in D2L. And I'm in the instructor mode, so mine looks just a little bit different than yours does. But I'm going to set it up so that you'll have right now these are automatic check marks, but I'm going to set these up so that you can check them off, except maybe this first one. You can check them off as you're done. Okay, the second thing in each, just do it right now while I'm thinking about it. So week 1, video and notes. So the second thing in every week will be the videos and notes, okay? I put a note here just on the first one to make these notes useful for you, okay? They all basically have the same information because they're coming from the videos, but make them the most useful for you. You can use colors, highlighting, be creative, okay? I'm only checking on completeness to make sure everything's filled out, and some pages will have a reflection question, so please do answer those. I do read those. I'm not going to collect these every single week, but in the first week I want to make sure everyone's on track. So this is an assignment folder. Actually, sorry, right below is an assignment folder for you to upload your week 1 notes, okay? After that, just keep them organized in your 3-ring binder. You're going to upload weeks 2 through 5 at the midterm and weeks 7 through 10 at the final, okay? Okay. So let me click on it so you see what it looks like. You'll see the videos. First, there's just a little intro at the beginning, and you'll see the videos. And most of them are made by me. There's a few outside PCC videos here and there. But you'll see I'm writing on those notes pages that I showed you. There are different lengths. They're usually 1 page or so per video, so they're not terribly long videos. I don't want to click on it because it'll start. So, maybe 10 to 20 to maybe 30-minute videos. And there's 1 or more for each section, okay? Then at the bottom, it tells you which sections in the textbook, and there's that link right up at the top, which I still need to update right there to the current version of the textbook. Okay, so you're gonna watch the videos, take your notes, and then you will see at one point it switches. So it switches from 1.1 to 1.2. And then in the My Open Math homework, which you'll see in the next video, you'll see there's a 1.1 and a 1.2. So if you want to split it up, you could do the 1.1 notes and then practice that. And then do the 1.2 notes and practice that. It's up to you. Or if you want to do watch all the videos and all the notes in a week for the week and then do all the homework, that's up to you, okay? So play around with it, see what works best for you. Okay, that's always the second thing in each week. Okay, this one, week 1 has this little extra special upload assignment for the week 1 notes. And here's a video if you're writing on paper and you want to learn how to get all your pages in one file. You don't want to just upload a bunch of images because it's harder for you to read. It's harder for me to give feedback and it's harder for you to read the feedback. So you want to get them all into one PDF. Here's a video that helps you do that. Okay, so usually the third thing is called more practice. So these are some worksheets that you can use. I'll open the PDF, but there's also a Word doc there that have some more problems. Now these are taken from an in-person class, so it does say group activity, so just ignore that part. You could do it in a study group if you want to, but you don't have to. These are just some more practice problems that you can try if you decide that you want that, okay? These aren't collected because then I have the solutions right here. So if you want, if you're like, oh, I don't understand that type of question quite yet, well, try it and then see what the answers are, okay? So this is in addition to the online homework, which is required. So the next thing is the online homework, and that's in our free online homework system. So you could do this in either order. You could try this online homework first and then see if it's going great, then that may be all you need to do. If you're getting stuck, then maybe go to some of these more examples. And there's also examples in the textbook. So, see how it works for you. Remember, you have a week to do all of this. Now, week 1 is a discussion week, so you'll have a discussion, and this one is introducing yourself to your classmates, okay? So this is a really fun discussion where you get to choose an image, something either of yourself or that represents yourself. You can choose, or some suggestions down here. Talk about all these things that are listed here, and remember, you're going to do your initial post by Thursday night, okay? That's important because we need time for other students to read and reply. And replies will be due by Monday night, the second Monday. In your replies, so you're going to reply to at least 2 classmates' original posts. And make your replies at least 3 sentences. Here's some different ideas for what you could talk about. And I'll be reading all of these, but I won't comment on these. These are for you. I am going to write to each of you on your student info assignment, which was in the previous module. But I do read them all, and I really love seeing your images and getting to know you. So this is a really fun assignment. Okay, the due date is just the first Thursday, but then you will still be able to reply after that, okay? It doesn't let me give 2 due dates, which is frustrating. Okay, so that is our first week. So a lot of content, practice, and your introduction, okay? So let's go to week 2. It's roughly 2 weeks per chapter, but sometimes it's a little more. Okay, our next week is on percents, proportions, and problem solving. So all the P's. Here's the image there. And you'll see the structure is very similar. So we always start with the introduction and outcomes, what we're learning about, what your learning activities are. This one's different because we're going to finish a chapter, so you're going to have a written assignment. Or you can type it as well. Okay, second thing, video lecture and notes, okay? Now, when we are getting into decimals and percentages, some of this might be review for you, okay? So if it is, it's okay to skip over this. But I've found that a lot of people haven't been taught rounding or percentages very well, or have had difficulty with them. So that's why they're really an important part of the class. So that's why they're here. There's a note about that being review right there. So we'll do percentages, then we'll do proportional reasoning, solving proportion problems, and then a problem-solving process. So just like our usual week where we have all the videos. Look, I need to change that to week 2. And then we've got the textbook. There's additional examples and information in the textbook. Then we have the more practice sheets as well. So you're welcome to use those as you decide to. Oh, and then I went right to the next thing, which is the online homework. And remember, you might want to do the online homework first, and then the more practice, that part's up to you. Remember the next video will show you how to get into that. Then there's 4 sections actually 5. So first 2 and then second 3. There's either 2 or 3 sections in a week. You'll have finished all of chapter 1. So then we have an assignment due. Okay, so no discussion in the second week, but there is a homework write-up. So there's instructions here, and again, getting all your pages into one PDF. But if you are, writing electronically with a tablet, or if you're typing, then all your pages should already be in one file. But if you're writing on paper, that you need to scan and get all your pages into one. So let me show you what this looks like. Remember, you have these at the very end of your packet. So if you bought the course packet or printed the course packet, in the table of contents, the homework pages are at the end. So they're also attached in here if you want to print as you go, or use the Word doc. So I can't see which is which. I feel like the first one is the Word doc. Yeah, the second one is the PDF file. There's a page of instructions. I think it's just on the first one. It might be repeated. I can't remember. But you'll see, this is like paper homework, right? So you're going to answer these questions, show all your steps. This one is more writing, but if there's math, you're going to show your steps. You're going to draw some diagrams. Yeah, here's where you would show all your steps. You don't have to show them in a particular way, but I just want to be able to follow all of your thinking and also give you partial credit. Let's say you just made maybe a small error early on, but you followed through the correct process after that. You're going to get almost all the credit because you'd used the correct process. Okay, so it's really important to show me your steps and what you're doing. And you're going to put units on any numerical answers that have units, things like that. Okay, so these are like 4 or 5 pages. You can also, because it starts, you're working on this for 2 weeks, the content goes over 2 weeks. You could start doing this in week 1 if you want to, right? And then you could do the first 2 pages in week 1, the second 2 pages are in week 2. So you get to decide again how you want to set that all up. And then this will take you to an upload folder. It's just that I'm in the instructor mode. So let me change that real quick. While I'm doing that, I'll just take you to the assignments folder. This is kind of like a shortcut. So like here's the student info assignment. There's a folder there, and it'll tell you also if it's been submitted and graded and the points. So like here's the chapter 1 homework write-up. Here's the Word doc and PDF if you need them. If you click on this, it repeats the instructions and it takes you to an submission folder, whatever you call it. So if I click add a file, then I can select either my computer or Google Drive. You can drag a file in here, or you can upload, you can select it from your computer. Okay? Whoops, I'm not trying to add it right now. I'm trying to cancel it. Okay, so this is a shorter video. We just walked through the first 2 weeks And you can see how student mode looks a little bit different. So then after that, it'll be really similar. Well, roughly alternate, but not exactly. A discussion week with a homework write-up week. And then, of course, the midterm and the final weeks will be a little bit different. Main thing is just get started and reach out to me if you have any questions, okay? All right, I'll see you in the next video on My Open Math, getting that set up, and I really look forward to working with you. Okay, see you in the next video.